Good morning from Mesa, Arizona. I'm Oscar Crawford. A few days ago, Lumina Aria and I introduced a plan for a day of prayer across the globe on July 25th. And I'm sharing a moment with you this morning just to share the details of what we're trying to accomplish. We're reaching out to people who love life, who love others, who love themselves, who have a spiritual context and believe that the power of prayer can change things. We are those kinds of people. We believe that prayer changes things, and the more people who pray for the same things, the more energy we add to that, and the more likelihood we increase the probability of good success in our prayers and the people that they reach out to that we may never, ever meet. We seek to build a better world premised upon love and mutual cooperation, where people can live in love and peace without the threat of intimidation or harm. I hope you're in agreement with that. So there's some things we'd like you to know that I want to take a moment to go over with you. We'd like you to know this is not a conference. This is not a conference we're asking you to enroll in, to formally do something. We're not even trying to collect your email address. We're just reaching out to people who might join us in this moment at some point during the day on the 25th of July. Take a moment to stop and pray for life. Pray for our planet. Pray for the people who live on our planet. Pray for the people who have been designated to lead us, that they will develop hearts for people and will want to do away with all forms of weapons of mass destruction. Will want to do away with all of the class systems, all the things that divide people, and raise up new things, new ways, new contacts, that we might love each other and build together. Build a world that our children will be proud to inherit from us. This is not a conference. We're not inviting you to get on a plane and fly and spend thousands of dollars to sit and hear someone speak for forever. We merely want to join you and invite you to join us in praying, and ask you to do the same of inviting your friends to join us too. We'd like you to know that we're not gathering under a doctrine. There's no religious affiliation with what we're doing. We have our own practice of spirituality, that is for sure, but we're not pushing that, we're not promoting that. What we are promoting are those things common to humanity that we all need to address and be involved in making better. I grew up in an organization called the 4-H Club, that the motto for that was, we always seek to make our best better. And I know you know in your heart, that all of us are better than what we are witnessing in our world right now. Our world is at a sensitive place where we don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next through the hands of people who are leaders over systems that can destroy the world in less than an hour. I know that's hard to take in, but it's true. We have systems in place in a number of countries across the world that can destroy the world in less than an hour. I believe we are better than that. Lumina believes we are better than that. And so we reach out to others who believe we are all better than that, and we can raise up to live another way. There's another thing that's going on. Many people across the world, regardless of their religion, their cultural beliefs, believe something is coming. Something that's going to come to shift the way we live, the way we love, the way we think, and that it will produce that better world that we're all longing for. We're not living fearful every day that someone's coming to end our life through a political action. We're individuals sitting at the top of chains of people in power who decide who shall live and who shall die. That is wrong in our world. That is wrong, absolutely wrong. We've all been given this divine privilege to live on this beautiful garden world, to live a life, to live it abundantly, to live it feeling good, feeling healthy, having everything that we need, and more than enough to share with other people. That's our design. So many of us are living beneath our privilege, and a few of us are living with the privilege of all, holding it and storing it and keeping it only for themselves and those like them. We believe that too is wrong. Next, what we want you to know is that you are the temple. You are the temple of where all things really happen in the best kinds of ways. You are the voice we need. You are the heart we want to share. And we're calling for this prophetic vision. We're standing on the edge of something new, a sound rising from the earth. And it's the sound of people remembering that we are meant to live like God loves. Not preaching religion here, not trying to influence you to any religious path. But we're looking to return to love like God loves. And we believe that if we become that, then our lives become radically different. So we're asking that wherever you are, at 6 p.m. your local time, light a candle. Would you do that with us? Light a candle. Touch your chest, just like this. Light the candle, lay your hand upon your chest. Call out a name that needs love. We know too many people that need to be loved. So many people are crying just for someone to be present with them so they don't have to be alone. The people who are confined to long-term care facilities. Elderly people who are confined there, who have spoken to me over time and said, Oscar, please pray that I die before my money runs out, because when my money runs out, they're going to stick me in a place that I would never want to be found in, where I won't be treated with respect. I will just be treated as commodity waiting until I die. Call out a name that needs love and say, we are one. Do you realize we really are all one people? There are a lot of different complexions. There are a lot of different cultural beliefs. There are a lot of different cultures of people across our planet. But literally, we are all one species. We are all Homo sapiens. Some think we're Homo sapien. But what we know is that we are alive with consciousness, and we desire to live better. We desire to live freer, more holy and more wholly, W-H-O-L-L-Y, in our experience. We don't just desire that for ourselves, we desire that for others, and we ask you to join us. If you can only but take for a few moments on July 25th, and if you have the time at 6 p.m. that day, that you'll do the things that we ask you to do, that we light a candle, touch your hand to your chest, call out the name of someone that you love, that you know needs to be loved, and realize that we are all one people. That is our aim, that is our hope, that is our prayer. And we invite you not only to join us, but to ask others who are like-minded with you and ask them to join us too. We may never ever meet each other, but we can love each other. We can love each other through our pure intentions to love, and that wherever we are, we might be found loving. Thank you for listening to me. We hope you will join us on Friday, July 25th, a prayer for love and for peace.